What up, YouTube? It's Truckin' Dude 85. You know the deal. The saga continues, yet another twist in my adventure to drive something. Alright, check it out. So, I've still been doing the dump trucking thing, practicing and all that, and I still have not yet received a welcome aboard, you are hired. So I'm getting a little nervous about it. Okay, the boss talks like I'm hired. You know, he's like, I want you ready for this day, this job. I'm like, all right, cool, but he hasn't said anything. No numbers have been crunched. No price, you know, no pay has been discussed. I haven't even turned in my application and stuff. But he continues to have me come in, but whatever. But just recently, I got a call from the Marine Corps, and they're like, hey, your papers have been approved. Your new end of active service has been posted in the system, and you need to come back and turn in all your stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. I went in there. So, okay, this was Tuesday. I got the call. Wednesday was the day I had to go to the base. So Tuesday night, I let the boss know, hey, I got to go to the Marine Corps to the base on Wednesday so I can take care of this. And he's like, all right, yeah, I know you got to do that. Cool. So I did that. Wednesday, I went, took care of that stuff, and then I shot him a text. I'm like, hey, I'm available tomorrow, anytime, any hours. Just let me know whenever you have a chance. The only thing, I do have to return to the base Friday. Should be my final time to pick up my DD 214, and that's my final paperwork that says I've completed this many years of service. I've got my honorable discharge. So I let him know that. Today's Thursday, and I never got a response from him. So I'm kind of worried. I'm thinking like, wow, maybe he's thinking I'm just trying to skate and waste time, or what? Or maybe he thinks something. But then again, there's also another thing that I've been thinking. He tells me he's a Christian, okay? And I'm like, hey, cool, me too. And we're driving along. This is Monday. No, this is Tuesday. We're driving and discussing some things, and then we got into some touchy subjects, if you want to say, you know, and just things that he didn't necessarily agree with me on. There's just you know, there in Christianity there are a lot of different types of denominations, and basically the type that he attends is very simple, very basic type of church, and the type that I attend is a lot different. And so we were discussing things, and you know, I didn't call him out on anything. I didn't try to be rude about anything. You know, I just told him my story, and I told him what happened to me in my life. And he's like, cool, and all that, and that was it. And so that's what I'm worried about. So I'm thinking maybe because he didn't agree with the things that I was saying, that maybe he's like, you know what, forget this guy. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm hoping he just forgot to text me back or whatever. But so here I am on standby, and I'm done being a Marine tomorrow. Done being a Marine. And I'm going to be receiving my last Marine Corps paycheck. And I can't be waiting around for someone to decide if I'm hired or not, or what, you know. So I took it upon myself to go out there and try to find, you know, another job opportunity. So I was cruising down by this company. I was actually looking for this company. It's called Marathon General something. They're an asphalt paving company. I got a buddy whose dad works there, and his brother works there, and they've worked there for years. The dad's a foreman there and everything. And I was checking out their website, and they need Class A drivers. So I was trying to find them, and I think where their office used to be, it's no longer there. So I was like, well, I wonder where it went. So I didn't have a chance to go in and apply. But right next to where I was going was a Road 1 towing company, tow truck driver. So here I go with my resume, my H6, my DOT medical card, my license, and I go in there. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Are you guys hiring? I'm just getting out of the Marine Corps tomorrow, and I need to find me a job. And to my surprise, the gentleman sitting in the seat right behind the counter, he's like, "Oh yeah, UEAS tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yes sir." And he's like, "All right." And just him saying UEAS tomorrow, I already knew this guy's former military. So what do he gives me he's like, "Here's an application, you can fill it out if you want. Come back later and bring your DMV stuff and all that." And I was like, "I got all that stuff with me already." He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yes sir." He's like, "All right, go ahead, fill it out." And that's what I did. I filled out my information, gave him a copy of my resume, everything. And then I turned it in. I'm like, "Here you go." And he's like, "All right." So here I am thinking he's probably gonna look it over, call me back or whatever. Nope. He's like, "Hold on 1 second." He's like, "I'll be right there." So he comes out, opens the door, and he's like, "Let's go." I was like, "Where we go?" He's like, "We're gonna have an interview." I'm like, "All right, right on." So we sit down. I tell him what's up, and he tells me, "All right, this is what we do. This is what the starting pay is. This is how often you'll be working." And I'm like, "All right." He's like, "Well, why are you getting out? You know?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm ready to be done." And then you know, I explained to him my whole deal with the misdemeanors. He's like, "All right, cool." He's like, "Hey, I'll hire you right now, but what we got to do is because we tow vehicles for the California Highway Patrol, and it's going to be up to them whether or not you got the thumbs up." I'm like, "Okay." So he's like, "Tomorrow," so tomorrow go pick up your DD-214 that shows that you're getting an honorable discharge, and then Monday bring a copy of your court documents saying that you only have misdemeanors and all that. And then I'm gonna call up the CHP officer that we work with, have her run your record, and if she says you do not have any felonies and that you're good to go, we're gonna hire you." I'm like, "All right, that's awesome." So he's like, "Yeah, if everything goes good, you'll be training Tuesday." I'm like, "Wow, that's tight." And then he's like, "Also, you having a Class A is awesome." He's like, "There's a lot of room in our company for moving up and going further." He's like, we do have Class A drivers. So you can move up." He's like, "The Class A drivers, they make about 80 grand a year here." And I was like, "Whoa, that's tight." And he's like, "But of course, we're gonna start you at the bottom. You're driving a little automatic tow truck, and we'll train you, 4 weeks of training, and then after that, you'll be on your own and doing it." I'm like, "All right." So currently, I'm on standby. So I'm waiting on this job number 1. I'm waiting on the dump truck guy and his deal and see what's gonna happen. Maybe he's just never gonna text me again, and that's it. And you know what? If that's the case, then hey, I let him know the truth as far as my Christianity, and I revealed that to him, and maybe that was the only purpose for me going there, and that's cool, and I'm fine with that. But if he maybe he's just lagging and forgot to text me or something, then hey, whatever. So I'm gonna see what happens. So now got 2 options currently: tow trucker, dump trucker. Yeah. So hopefully things work out. They can both go good, and I have an option, or they can both go bad, and I'm still looking. So we'll see what happens. But I'm leaning more towards the tow trucking company, because it's an actual legit company. He's like, after a couple I think it's 3 months. He's after the 3 months, you're gonna be getting your medical, your dental, your 401k, everything. So it's legit. And he's like, "You'll be working." I was like, "I'm really concerned with my hours. I want to make sure I get at least 40 hours. He's like, "You're gonna get way more than that." I was like, "Right on." He's like, "Every day you're gonna get 10 hours every day. So you'll get your 8 hours of your regular pay, and then you'll get 2 hours of overtime." I was like, "Cool." So he's like, "Hey, there's a lot of opportunity to move up in this company." I'm like, "Right on." He's like, "Myself, I got out in '96, and the company's been really good to me. I've been here for 16 years already." And I was like, "Right on." He's like, "Well, bring in all that stuff, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll see you Monday." So that's what's going on. That's a whole new twist. But hey, like I said, I'm gonna be driving something. So stick around, folks. I'll see you guys later.